I'm going to show you how to set up your computer to make it easier to do your IEPs. If you have a good system for getting started and for having everything arranged, it's going to help you go faster. So I'm going to open up Firefox, and I am going to add some bookmarks to my bookmark toolbar. So if you don't have your bookmark toolbar showing right now, make sure you go under View and watch the spinning beach ball. And under Toolbars, you want to make sure you're seeing the Bookmarks toolbar. Okay? So now that I have that showing, I am going to look for the Special Ed homepage, which starts with SPED, and mine comes right up, .spcsc.k12.in.us. So I'm going to go there. And I am going to bookmark that. I'm going to take this little symbol right here and I can drag it right onto my toolbar. See how I get a little mark there? I'm going to drop it in. There it is. I'm going to bookmark a couple other things while I'm here. I want to bookmark the manual. So I'm going to click on the manual, and when it comes up, I take that same little symbol and I'm going to drop it, grab it, click on it, and drag, if I can get it here. Click and drag. There it's coming with me, and I'm going to drop it in place. And I want to bookmark one more thing, and that is the learning connection. So if you don't have that bookmarked already on your computer, you want to bookmark that now. So I do a search for it, and here it comes. I'll go to the familiar blue page, and this time it's a padlock symbol. But I'm going to click on it and drag it. See how it's coming with me? And I'm going to drop it in right there. Now I can rearrange these things if I want to. I can click on this, and if I click and drag, I can move it over. Maybe I want that to be in front of everything else. So you can move things around if you want to. But now I can easily get to the things that I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log into the Learning Connection. Log in. This right here tells me that it's working, and this down here tells me what it's doing. And go to the IIEP program. And now that that's open, I have two tabs open. Here's the dashboard for the Learning Connection, but here's where I do my IEPs. I'm going to open another tab, and on the new tab, I want to have my help page. So I'm going to go to help right there. Now notice that when I get into a student to view an actual student, when I am in the IEP system, and I'm in a training site right here right now, so that's why all the students have stop signs in front of their names. But when I actually go into a student and look at their IEP, you can see the IEP menus here: student history, pre-conference planning, evaluation process, IEP process, ISP process. If you look at the help here, pre-conference planning, evaluation process, IEP process. So some of these things are the same, and they will correspond to the things that you'll find in that section of the IEP software. So if I'm in here and I want to go into IEP process and I'm looking at the purpose and I want to know which one I should check, I can go to IEP help, go under IEP process. Here's meeting purpose, and now it will tell me everything that I need to know about that section of the IEP. So wherever you go in the Indiana IEP program, you can find a section of the help manual that corresponds to it. So likewise, if I am working in the goals, here's goals, and here it tells me how to write goals. If I go to IEP purpose under IEP process and go to goals, I will see all the sections of the page that correspond to what is in the IIEP program. So hopefully that will let you go back and forth from one to the other. so that you can get the help that you need. You'll also find many places where there are scripts that you can use. If I go into the IEP process and I go to existing data and I want to write my present level, if I go to the manual under IEP process, existing data, I can find the present level right there. And in the present level, I need to have these statements in my present level. So I can take these statements and I can copy them by clicking and dragging. So they're all highlighted. Then go Edit and Copy. And now I can go to the IEP and right in the present level box, put my cursor in there, edit, and paste. And now I have the outline for the things that I need to include in the present level, and it will help you make sure that you don't miss anything. So there's lots of different places in the manual where I can copy and paste things into the IEP software that will help me. So hopefully that will help you get yourself set up and ready to go, and give you a helpful way to go back and forth between the manual and read all the different things that need to be in your IEP and the IEP and be able to find the help that you need. So before we're done, there's one more thing I want to show you, just because it's something that I use all the time and it's really helpful to me. Sometimes when you're going back and forth, it's kind of hard to remember where you were, and I want to see everything at once. So what I do is I put my cursor right out here at the edge, and see how it turns into a little double arrow? So if I click and drag, I can make the screen smaller. And now if I take this tab right here and I drag it beyond the window that it's in, see how it's kind of coming with me? I'm making a new window and I let go out here. Now I have two separate windows. Sometimes you want to be able to see everything in both windows as you work, so you can do that. And it's helpful to be able to see them both at the same time. They're still kind of overlapping, but if you're on a large desktop computer, you probably can put them side by side really easily, and you'll be able to see everything on both screens.